Good morning and happy Monday, everyone. And before I get into talking about a whole bunch of stuff I have to talk about today, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Starting with my low, and I'll explain a bit later in detail, some picks I wound up making wound up not winning. So, bit of annoyed with that. Another part of my low is that my grandmother, who is visiting from the great state of Washington, specifically from a place called Snohomish, she's headed out today. She's actually driving up to Massachusetts to see other members of my family. So obviously I wish her well. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she's already left, because to get to Massachusetts, specifically in, I believe, Wellesley is where she's either going to go to Wellesley to see my family there, or she's going to go to Reading to see my family there. Both places are a half hour from each other, but Reading would be closer from here, if that makes sense. So it is sad that she's leaving, and she's probably not going to be coming back to visit. Hopefully it'll be a little sooner. But best case scenario, as of right now, best case scenario when she's going to visit again is going to be May of next year, which coincidentally will be near day 2000. So, we gotta look forward to that. We got something to look forward to. That's nice. But my high is, I really did have a wonderful weekend with her. And last night was great. And it was so awesome seeing football again. Absolutely true. Absolutely the true. I try to say it was absolutely the greatest, and it was I don't know, I'm just being. It was a very nice weekend. That was my high, in spite of all the rain that we had. And that was actually another part of my low is, we had rain, and no one likes rain. And my act of kindness was, because not once but twice, my nephews actually came to visit my folks. They came in the morning before they had to have their afternoon nap. And then in the evening, while we were having dinner, they came over again while my brother and his wife had to go shopping. So we had to watch them again too. And it was pretty awesome. They are getting, the twins especially are getting to the age where they're a bit of a handful. Don't call them the terrible twos for nothing. But I don't care. Find a way to entertain them, and they're good. They're at that age where, any form of toys are going to entertain them. Music. They love listening to music. Stuff like that. So, they definitely, and this is actually, technically this is a secret, but I don't care, if anyone knows. I kind of, in real life, off camera, obviously, whenever I'm told that my nephews always ask about me, I don't really make any kind of, response to it. I pretty much keep a straight face if you were to tell me. But in actuality, I love it. I do. I guess I'm just kind of surprised that, someone actually wants to see me. At this point, you guys already know I suffer from, depression. So the fact that, people, want to see me in a good way, obviously, it's humbling, and it feels really, really good. I like that. So I have a whole bunch of stuff to take care of today, starting with all the NFL picks that I got right and wrong, and I got quite a few to do. So without further ado, hold on, let me see if I can set something up real quick. And I'll set it up later. So, I was 1-0 going into yesterday, And so I was right about the Eagles, so that's 2-0. I was wrong about the Bears winning, so that's 2-1. I was wrong about the Steelers winning, 2-2. Wrong about the Dolphins winning, 2-3. Wrong about the Browns winning, 2-4. Okay, I'm sorry, but the Colts and the Texans tying. Come on, Colts. See, this is why I never really root for the Colts, because they always wind up doing this. So technically, it was a tie, so I can't say I'm right, but I can't say I'm wrong either. So there you go. I was finally right about the Saints winning. So that's 3-4-1. Right about the Jets winning, 4-4-1. Wrong about the Commanders winning, 4-5-1. Right about the Vikings winning, 5-5-1. Wrong about the Giants winning, 5-6-1. Chargers winning, 5-7-1. Chiefs winning, 6-7-1. And the Buccaneers, 7-7-1. So tonight is where basically tonight we have a tiebreaker. Because with that tie, that makes me 7-7-1. Man, I still can't believe the Colts could win. That's ridiculous. Like, Matt Ryan is supposed to be the guy, he's not the guy. I'm even more shocked that the Giants actually won. Especially when they went for the 2-point conversion when, my father and I are both watching the game, and I predicted they were going to go for 2. My father did, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And we're Cowboys fans, so more or less we don't really care about we actually did want the Giants to lose. And speaking of the Giants winning, my Cowboys are now at the bottom of the division. Hey, listen, I really called that we weren't going to be doing well this year. It's one of the reasons why I'm all in for the Bills. So, with that said, I'm 7-7-1 right now. So that leaves probably one of the most interesting games probably the most interesting game of the week, and that's the Broncos and the Seahawks. For starters, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 48, but more importantly, Russell Wilson, who for over a decade played for the Seahawks, plays for the Broncos. Yeah, this should be a winnable one for me. I'm picking the Broncos over the Seahawks. Gotta give a little bit of a shout out to my family out in Colorado. Specifically, they live in a place called Littleton. Yeah, that's what it's called, Littleton, Colorado. Now, with my pick being made, there's also a new One Piece manga chapter out. Let's read it, shall we? I can keep going. Okay. One Piece chapter 1059. The matter involving Captain Kobe. Ooh, a Kobe-related chapter. For those of you who don't know, Kobe was the very first person Luffy met on his journey, and he wanted to become a Marine. Okay, let's see here. Looks like Marco went for a ride on Shanks' ship to go home. Okay. Okay, it's a bit of a Wano flashback, but it's actually explaining a few things. Specifically how, for one thing, Yamato's like, listen, Kaido might have been a bad guy, but he actually was important for making sure no one invaded Wano. And with that, and when Admiral Ryokyu appeared, it made Yamato think, I really should probably stay here and make sure that problems like that don't arise again. Oh, actually, Marco's talking to Luffy too. Specifically how, okay. Oh, that's sweet. Marco says that, Ace, he's essentially saying Ace will be proud of Luffy for how far he's come. Oh, that's awesome. Marco says, this time, Luffy, it's your guys' time. So make sure you be smart and make it happen. I love that. That's great. That's exactly how I wanted this chapter open. And I really hope that a lot of One Piece fans are getting some needed closure on the fact that, for all intents and purposes, the ending of Wano was rushed because they wanted to tie in with One Piece Film Red that released in theaters in Japan, which should be coming to the States. Actually, I heard it's coming to the States in October. So, if I'm able to watch it, I'll let you know. I hear it's actually really good. Like, I think from what I hear, One Piece Film Red is actually the highest grossing One Piece film of all time. Like, I think it made like 10 billion yen, which is the equivalent of like, actually I have no idea what the equivalent is, but it's really, really good. It's a very high grossing film. So, I'm definitely going to check it out if it comes to the States. Let's see, ooh, that's Amazon where Boa Hancock is. Uh-huh. Okay, a few weeks earlier, the Blackbeard Pirates came. Seraphim Pacifistas. And Blackbeard's here? Oh no. This isn't good. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Wait, for wait a minute. Wow. Okay. So between Act 2 and Act 3 of Wano, it was decided that the Seven Warlords system was going to be, abolished because of a new weapon that involved the pacifistas, those robots that look like Bartholomew Kuma, are essentially getting some sort of upgrade. And that's what these Seraphim are. The designs of these Seraphim are deceptively brilliant in a lot of ways. They obviously come with the pacifista technology, meaning they're borderline indestructible. Brown skin, white hair, with a slight manipulation of fire. So essentially they're like the Lunarians. But here's where it gets even freakier. They not only essentially look like the Seven Warlords, but for an added twist, and this is where it gets brilliant, they're designed to look like children. Because at the end of the day, who would ever harm a child, right? That is brilliant. That is deceptively brilliant. I love that design. So does that mean there's 7 of these Seraphim running around? Yeah, maybe time will tell. Okay. For those of you who are wondering, it has been theorized that Blackbeard's always wanted a third Devil Fruit power, since he has his own one, which is the Yami Yami no Mi, or the Dark Dark Fruit, the Gura Gura no Mi, or the Tremor Tremor Fruit, which was Whitebeard's power. And it looks as if we know what his third one is. Boa Hancock's Love Fruit. The ability to turn people into stone if she wants to. Ooh, and we have some new bounty increases. Looks like Boa Hancock is 1,659,000,000. Nice. And Blackbeard's is it went, okay, in Act 2, it was established that Blackbeard's was like 2.2 billion, but here it's 3,996,000,000. So that is higher than Luffy's, which honestly, I don't mind that. It's higher than Luffy's. I mean, I kind of expected as much. Because the only one higher than Blackbeard's is now Shanks's. But the thing that I'm guessing is, what did Blackbeard do to actually earn that increase? Maybe they'll show that eventually, I don't know. Oh, and looks like we got some new lore about Boa Hancock's power. If she turns people to stone, and let's say that she dies, and someone else gets the love fruit, that person with the love fruit can't turn those people back to normal. So basically, Boa Hancock is literally the end-all be-all when it comes to turning people into stone. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like that idea. Oh, the Dark King returns. Because he can come to Amazon Lily. They're talking about Silver's Rayleigh is back, baby. This is awesome. Okay, and Rayleigh's like, yo, Whitebeard's cabin boy. He's talking to Blackbeard. This isn't very mature of me, but I never liked you anyway. I just find that funny. Okay. And, because earlier, Blackbeard's essentially choking Hancock. Like, listen, how about I know you say you're going to undo the petrification, but you only turn us to stone immediately once you get the chance. And Rayleigh's like, listen, undo the petrification you did. I'll make sure this situation dies down. And it looks like he was good to his word. Shaggy's a... Okay. There was a huge mystery as to who Shaggy was for a while. For those of you who don't know, Shaggy is the woman who lives with Rayleigh. I forget if they're married. I think they are. I don't know. But Shaggy was a former Empress of Amazon Lily. Basically, she was in Boa Hancock's position. Which would explain why Rayleigh is able to go to Amazon Lily as he pleases. Because Amazon Lily is women only. In case I didn't mention that before. And it would appear that, yeah, the Seraphim are the replacement for the new Warlords. And it looks like no matter how powerful they were, they couldn't land a single scratch on them. What makes it even freakier is, again, they look like the Warlords if they were children. And who could harm a child? Well, like it or not, that child is going to kill you if you don't do anything. Or run. In this case, all you can do is run. Oh, hold on, let me look to see if I missed anything. Oh. It looks like Kobe was the reason why Blackbeard was able to take over Hachinoso Island, which belonged to a former member of the Rocks Pirates. Hold on a second. Yeah, the Rocky Portents, and that's what he did. Okay, Wave Z was a member of the Rocks Pirates. Huh. This is the first time a character's been introduced off screen, but also killed off screen, or defeated off screen. Interesting. Okay. And it looks like Kobe's been captured. That's crazy. This whole chapter was absolutely crazy. And you know what? It's great that we're back in the thick of One Piece again. Honestly, I think these next couple of chapters, I'm guessing there's probably going to be at least 2 more chapters where we're going over like how the world has been reacting to the defeat of both Kaido and Big Mom. And I, for one, am enjoying it. So this was a good chapter. A lot of stuff happened. And thankfully there's no break next week. So, yeah. Man, Mondays are going to be killer for me. I got to do my NFL results, my NFL pick for the day, and usually a manga chapter. I love being back in football season. So I hope y'all liked this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for them. Hopefully a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Remember, you guys want to talk, channel, we're here to win. Those are back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.